Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Aliyah, and what you'll need is some yarn, some scissors, a 2.75mm hook and a 5mm hook, and some stitches we're gonna be using is single crochet and half double crochet. And I used a lot of yarn. This is a rainbow top. So what I did is this is just yarn I already had laying around my house. Like scrap yarn I had, and I just happened to have all the colors I needed. This yarn is like from Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, like from all over the place. I have everything in the description below. Alright, so you're gonna grab your 2.75mm hook, and then you're gonna grab your white yarn, and you're gonna chain up a chain of 50 chains. Alright, so sorry about the lighting, like because I'm using white yarn, it's a little bit hard to see, but this is a really simple design, so we shouldn't have no problems. So in the back loop of that chain, you're gonna half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. The first one is a turning chain, so we're half double crocheting all the way across. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You're supposed to chain a chain of 51 and then skip the first one, and then for your first row it should be 50 half double crochets together. Okay, sorry, I'll put it in the description below. All right, so now I'm adding my first color, which is yellow, and I just attached my yarn, and now we're just gonna single crochet all the way across. And I actually did not do I didn't attach it how I usually do, which I don't know why. I did it like this, but just attach your yarn. I usually just attach with a slip stitch, and then I tuck the loose ends in, and then single crochet all the way across with your yellow yarn. You can do your colors in any order you want, but I decided to do mine in like a rainbow, you know, that's what this tutorial is, rainbow. So I started with my yellow, and then single crochet across, and now we're at the end. And then I chain one, and I just go ahead and cut that yarn, and then I take my white yarn. I should have cut this and then tucked it in when I was attaching the yellow yarn, but I didn't for whatever reason. But don't do that, y'all. Like, that's so stupid. So now we're going back to the white yarn. So this is a lot of attaching colors and cutting yarn in this first part of the video, but don't be scared. It's really easy. So this is how I should have attached it in the first place. I attach it with a slip stitch, and I chain one, and then I just go ahead and start with my double crochet, and I just tuck in my loose ends, my half double crochet, and I just tuck in my loose ends as I'm half double crocheting. So this is row number 3, and row number 3 is half double crochet. And so basically what you're gonna do is chain 51, skip the first chain, and half double crochet all the way across for a total of 50 half double crochets. Then the next row is single crochet with your first color. Then the next row is white again with half double crochet. Then the next row is your next color, which should be orange or whatever color you want. And I actually made a mistake. I accidentally made my next color red, which was a mistake, and I ended up taking it out and fixing it. But this next part is I accidentally started with red, which I should have been using orange. And I'm just trying to fix that little mistake I made in the beginning by just tying those little loose ends together. Don't worry about that. That's all them loose ends. We gonna fix that later, so don't worry about it. But now I'm gonna attach my second color. So with your colors, you're doing single crochet, and the white is half double crochet. So white, yellow, white, orange. This should be orange. White, red, white, green, white, blue, white again, like that. So it's gonna be real simple. And I'm just showing you again how I attach my colors, just like this. And once again, this color should be orange, just so you know, it should be orange. But I just wanted to make sure I show you guys how I attach my colors and how I tuck in my loose ends, so I don't have to do any kind of sewing or anything like that, because y'all know I'm lazy. But yeah, coming up on the end of row number 4, and then just go ahead and cut that, and then you're gonna add your white. I ended up taking that out and like literally redoing it. You'll see in the next clip, because it should be orange. There we go. Okay, and I finished up all my colors. This is what it should look like. See, yellow, orange, red, green, blue. It's a beautiful rainbow, and it looks so nice with the alternating half double crochet and the single crochet. And see how clean my edge is, except for that little mistake. Don't mind that. But yeah. All right, so now we're gonna start on the cups, and you're going to half double crochet for the next 25 stitches. All right, so we did our 25 half double crochets, and then you're gonna chain 1 and turn your work, and then you're going to half double crochet all the way back, but for only 20 stitches. So half double crochet all the way back, but only for 20 stitches, and then you should have 5 extra, and then chain 1, turn your work. And then now we're gonna start to decrease for the cup. So I just decrease, I do half double crochet, and then I decrease in the next 2. I do the next 2 half double crochets together, and then I half double crochet all the way down. And I only decrease 1 time per row. So I just half double crochet in the beginning, and that's it. And then you just, the rest of your row is just regular half double crochet. So when you start your row, decrease in the beginning only, so once per row. And you're gonna keep doing that until you get all the way down to just 1 half double crochet. So you create that point at the top, and then I went ahead and cut the yarn and do the same thing on the other side. You attach your yarn at the end, and then you half double crochet 25 across and 20 back, and then after that you continue to decrease till you get to 1 point, just like this, just like magic. We got 2 cups. All right, so now I'm showing y'all how to do the border. So I just decided to do mine in red because I thought that would look really nice, but you could use any color you want to do your border. And you can attach at any point in your work, attach your border color, and you're gonna single crochet all the way around your work. And there I go again, tucking them loose ends in, trying to make it easy for myself because I'm such a hard worker, you know. Let me stop. But just go ahead and single crochet all the way around your work. Real simple. And I'm gonna show you on how I did the sides here. It's really easy. So basically just put a single crochet for each row. And because it's different colors, it's like really easy to see. So where that yellow is, add a single crochet. Where the white is, add a single crochet. The orange, see, it's so much easier because it's different colors, so you can like see the stitches, because otherwise it's usually really hard to add borders on anything but a double crochet, because it's like you can't see the dang stitches. So you just add it like this, really easy. and then just keep on going. And I'm just counting to make sure I have 5 extra on the end, just to make sure that my stitches are correct. You know, it's always, doesn't hurt to count your stitches. Even the most experienced crocheters make mistakes, so don't be scared. All right, and you're just gonna keep going. And I'm gonna show you what to do when we get to the top of the cup. And then you're just gonna put 2 single crochets in that very top stitch, chain 1, 2 single crochets, all in that same little top stitch there. Just like that. And you want to leave that chain 1 space so that you can add the straps, which we're gonna do very soon. And then I came back around to the bottom and I'm just connecting with the slip stitch, and I went ahead and cut that yarn. And this is what it should look like. Real easy. And for the cup, I just put 1 single crochet in each half double crochet, if you guys were wondering. All right, so now you're gonna grab that 5mm hook, and we're going to do the straps. So I just got a really long piece of yarn, like enough to do, I'm pretty sure I did 50 chains, but you can make your straps as long as you want. We're gonna be chaining with 2 strands of yarn. So I pull the yarn through and I pull it all the way till it's like halfway, and so the yarn is even. And then we're gonna chain up a chain of, let's just say 50. That's safe. You can always make it longer or shorter, you know, before you cut the yarn to see how long or short you want it. And then do the same thing on the other side. And this is what it should look like. All right, so next we're gonna add the fringe. So I'm just gonna show you how long I made the fringe. Excuse my appearance, y'all. Do not come for me in the comments. But I take my white yarn and I pull it, I put it around my neck and I put it all the way basically to my feet. Make sure it's double stranded, and then all the way to your feet, and then cut it. Or you could cut it as long as you want. And then make sure it's doubled in half. And then I pull it through, and then I just pull through like a little knot, like a little slip stitch basically. And that's how I attach my fringe. And what's an easy thing to do is to pre-cut all the colors in whatever order you want your fringe to be. I decided to go with the same theme as I did with the first part of this tutorial and do white, yellow, white, orange, white, red, white, green, white, blue. And I pre-cut my yarn and I laid it out. That way I could just grab it and attach it just like this. Real easy. See, I'm just grabbing it. And then you take the loop, pull it through, and then pull both things. It's like crocheting your hair or something like that. Like crochet dreads or crochet braids. It's like the same thing, adding the fringe. And fringe is just such a nice touch. But you can add your fringe and assort your colors any way you want. You could do all colors. You could make the fringe all white if you want. But I decided to go with the rainbow theme, but every other color be white. Just like this. And I made it as long as all the way to my feet. And I'm all done. Look how beautiful that is. And I just tied it up so it wouldn't get everywhere, but the fringe, so beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna add the straps on the side. So, all right, so I'm attaching my red yarn again to the side with a little slip stitch, and we're gonna be single crocheting. Make sure on your side strap that you have 15 single crochets, because we're gonna do, well, it's actually not a side strap. I don't know why I keep saying that. We're doing a corset. But when you attach your yarn, make sure it's 15 single crochets for the first row for your corset. and then on the second row you chain one, turn your work, and then you single crochet in the first one, chain two, and then single crochet in the next one. And that chain two, you're creating your hole for your corset. So you single crochet, chain two, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then you chain two again, and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chain two, and then single crochet in the last stitch. So there's 3 holes. Basically, make sure you have 3 holes to do your corset, and then do the same thing on the other side of your work. So right over here, do the same thing. All right, so now we need a chain, like a string for the corset. So I take 2 strands of my yarn. I take like the strand that wraps around and the strand that comes out the middle. I take both of those, and then I chain up a chain of about 100 to 150, depends on how long you want it to be. So I did 100 for me because I'm pretty small. And I'm just gonna show you how I attach my corset. And make sure you do your chains with your 5mm hook, because it's way easier than trying to do with that little itty bitty 2-point whatever size hook. And I'm just showing you how I make my corset in the back. It's really easy, and this one is only 3 holes, so you just attach it at the top, and then you go zigzag. It's kind of hard to explain, so I just wanted to show you the whole process of me doing it, basically. All right, we're all done, and this is what it should look like. Look how cute this is. It fits me perfectly, and there's a corset in the back, and look at the fringe. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment down below, or feel free to email me. Follow me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe this video. Check out my online shop where I sell a variety of crocheted items, and I take custom orders too. All right, thank you guys so much for your support. Bye.